I've been a reseller for about 4 years, and my eBay business now is failing. So I was going to just post a video about one, how I got here. So right now it's February. It's cold, snowy. Sourcing stuff for me is a little bit more difficult because I source car parts. If you're sourcing off a marketplace, it's easy because you usually just go pick the stuff up. But for me, I usually travel around the scrap yards and pick and pull junk yards, and some yards I know that'll let me in there, and I buy parts. Well, it's cold. We've had a rough winter. It's snowing right now, which has been one of the reasons my business is sinking. Another reason is some of my inventory is stagnant. And I bought a shed, 14 by 36 shed, that was the short version of it. It's a nice shed. It was it was a repossession. And so I got a good buy on it, and it's a good size for me. The payment hurts. I've got another year and a half on the payment, and so that's causing my business to struggle too, because it needs to make enough money to make the payment on the business plus support me. Another reason it's failing is I'm burned out. I got a little bit of eBay burnout. I'm working through that. So why is it hard? What makes this such a struggle? Well, basically it boils down to I'm not making enough money to pay my bills. So I had some money saved up to pay the shed off, and this winter ate it. We had some really cold weather. I don't need to tell anybody how much stuff has gone up. So I'm out of money. So what have I done to try to work my way out of this? Well, make more money. That's the simple version. One thing I did is I've been picking up gig apps. So Spark, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Roadie, and I'm signed up for Instacart, but I haven't done anything off of Instacart. And if you're wondering, why are you doing gig apps? Is that all you can do? No, I have a trade. I was a truck driver for years. I still currently have my CDL, but it was a high-stress job. I gained a lot of weight driving, and I was only part-time, but working 3 to 4 days a week there, and I would come home, I would sell on eBay, I would mow lawns, and I just got stressed out, and it got out of control. So it was just time for a change. I have lost some weight. I've lost like 50 pounds over the past few years, but I need to lose another 100 pounds. But we're getting off topic. So I was saying what I was trying, talking about the gig apps and stuff. The reason I chose gig apps is honestly, truck driving was a lot of stress. I get it. If you're a brain surgeon or a corporate lawyer, you're probably looking at me and laughing, but why are you watching? The other thing is, some of the jobs aren't high stress, but I was in stuff that was on extreme time crunches, basically. And I ran a lot of New England, which is hard to do in a truck. I could have found another job, but I couldn't find one that paid enough. And sitting that long is very hard on your body. Anybody that sits that long, works an office job or a truck driving job like that, you know how you feel at the end of the day. When you get home, you're so tired. Exercising is it's difficult because you're already shot. So I'm still off topic. The other thing that I'm trying now is higher profit items. So for years, I kind of had an idea in my head of what I wanted to make, and basically by the hour or by the item, and it doesn't really matter what that number is, because that number varies for everybody. You need to figure that number out for yourself. But I'll give you a couple quick examples here. Like, now this is new to me. I don't mess with this stuff, but I just went into Weiss grocery store and these blades were in there on clearance. And I thought, you know what? I wonder if they sell on eBay. So I checked the UPC. It says there's some sold comps for $10 a pack. These were, I bought them for $11, which they overcharged me, but I got tired of going back and forth with the lady about the clearance, and we weren't rude or mad at each other, but you know, it's like, hey, just, I'm good. And so anyway, these should sell for about $35 for all of them, and that's with free shipping. So, in which some people say, oh, well, that's a lot of money. No, it's not. By the time I ship them, you take away fees and everything, I figured it up on an eBay calculator, and it ends up being about $8. So, no, it is not a lot of money, but it should take me roughly 15 minutes to list them, pack them, and put a label on them. So, not a very high profit item, really, but I use those razors, and if they don't sell, then I'll just keep them. Now, this is something I picked up yesterday, and it's still dirty, but it's a center console for a Ford van, like a 1994 to I think 2014 or 2007, something like that. I paid $30 for it. I saw some sold comps where they sold for $150. That one's not going to sell for that. It's scratched up. I'm going to have to clean it up. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm drinking a Pepsi Zero, and it is making me burp. So anyway, I'm going to sell that for $99. So I didn't really have any time in picking it up. I was running Spark, and I was in the area that it was in, and I picked it up. So the time I'll put into it will be cleaning it, listing it, and then packing and shipping it. I should have it in about 30 minutes, 45 minutes. So, and although I was in the area, I should have about an hour in it. You know, I mean, it does take a few minutes to pick it up and stuff. So I was in there for a little bit talking to the guy. That guy actually used to sell on eBay and had over 40,000 listings. And he's down to 2,000 listings. I was like, wow, 40,000 listings. I've got right now, I think 60. And so what I'll do is I'll give you some updates as it goes as to, is it working? So far, I've been working on this for about a week, and I've been doing the gig apps a lot longer, but I've been working on redoing my inventory, going through it, relisting it. If it's priced too high or if something's wrong with it, then I lower it down. If it doesn't seem to hit the number I want it to, then it goes in the trash, unfortunately. But when it boils down to it, it's all about making money, and you have to be honest about it and to give good customer service. So, you know, it's a business, and that's how you have to look at it. I'll give updates as I get into the Spark delivery stuff and the eBay. So if you're looking for content like that, basically failing 50-year-old male who's trying to rebuild, you can subscribe if you want. You know, I don't expect a whole lot. This is my first video. But hey, if you made it this far, I really appreciate it. I'm trying to keep the videos under 10 minutes, and we're at 9 minutes and 9 seconds. So I realize people don't usually comment on videos, but if you could, give it a thumbs up. It'll help somebody else watch it. And thanks for watching.